Well, as you can see, that was the Cessna U.206 Stationair aircraft. I've just, well, occasionally I've just seen coming over anyway. As you can see, that was a Cessna U.206-F Stationair aircraft. I've just seen come over anyway. But obviously, this is doing his, well, by the looks of it, as you can see, this plane here we don't normally see apparently. Obviously, this plane here we don't normally see anyway. Obviously, this is doing his night parachute clubbing by the looks of it tonight. And just you can see, the registration is G-AZRZ. That is, obviously, that's the registration that we normally see anyway. We normally see from a distance. It's the Cessna U.206 Stationair Parachute Club. It is anyway. This is one of the Cornish Parachute Flying Club aircraft. That is anyway. This is one that's based at Penport Airfield. But as you can see, that's just took off from its base at Penport Airfield just around 9:10 anyway. Has just literally took off from its base at Penport Airfield just around 9:10 anyway. As you can see, that's just doing his night parachuting by the looks of it tonight. That's doing his night training. That looks like he's doing his night parachuting club tonight anyway. And just so you can see, for me, it's literally, when we first saw it, he was literally about 55,000 feet. And then, yeah, so just so you can see, it passed over towards Grelip, by the looks of it. Just literally passed towards Grelip anyway. As we've just seen it from a distance, apparently. We've just seen that plane from a distance, and as it flew past just towards Grelip, by the looks of it. Somewhere near Grelip and then Comfort. Anyway. It looks like it's seen past over there anyway. And then just after that, it turned over just to near four lanes. And yeah, and somewhere between that, I suppose, anyway. But it looks like at the moment it should be going back to its base at Penport Airfield very soon, hopefully. But this is why, because it's been doing its nightclubbing training today, apparently. Which is very weird, because normally we don't really see the G-AZRZ aircraft around our side anyway. But normally, because it doesn't come flying over at my place in Penryn, which is very weird to see. But normally, because we don't really see it around my place, we don't, which is very weird. But I know the other time we did see it, it did used to come over, flying over at my place, well, a few years ago, but hasn't been doing that a few years ago, apparently. So yeah. Oh, so yeah, this is the one that's based at Penport Airfield anyway. Just you can see, that was the U.206 Stationair, that was. Just you can see, it's going from not available to not available. Okay, fly radar. There he is. It's just that plane here I've just seen. As you can see, this is the one that's operated by the Cornish Parachute Club. It is. It's not the common one apparently, but this is one that's operated by the Cornish Parachute Club apparently. As you can see, as you can see on flight Air 24, it tells me that it was coming out from Newquay Airport anyway. Well, obviously it wasn't coming from Newquay anyway, it was coming from Penport anyway. But unfortunately, because we fly Air 24, it was wrong anyway. But as you can see, it was saying it's coming from Newquay to not available, which obviously fly Air 24 has got it wrong apparently. Obviously, this plane here is based at Penport Airfield apparently. So yeah, which this plane here we do sometimes see over the summer during the spring and summer. We do normally see the Cornish Parachute Club aircraft anyway, from the ones that's based at Penport Airfield. Okay, so yeah, so that was the Cessna 206 Stationair aircraft, which I think that one we haven't seen for quite a while. Obviously tonight this is doing his night parachuting club by the looks of it tonight, and hopefully at the time it should be going back to its base at Penport Airfield very soon anyway. And especially because today it has been a very hot day today though. So yeah, unfortunately, because turns out today we didn't see any military aircrafts today, because unfortunately, because of the Royal Navy aircraft from Caldrose didn't do any training today, unfortunately, because the weather was quite hot today apparently, because of the heat was like very hot today. So yeah, it turns out the weather was really hot today apparently, because it was really boiling hot weather today, especially because it's going to be like this tomorrow, I believe. So yes, hopefully we might get to see a couple of planes hopefully tomorrow if we can, and especially helicopters as well hopefully. if we can over the weekend. So yeah, but obviously because the weather is supposed to be hot over the weekend apparently, which is tomorrow. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, we just managed to see this aircraft tonight, which is the Cessna U.206-F Stationair. That was, and the registration G-AZRZ is the registration. Which, you know, normally we don't really see that plane very often, but obviously, you know, just like sometimes we do see on, like we see the Bell 505 G-AZRZ, like we see that one here sometimes anyway, when it goes to the distance, which is the same as the Bell 505 G-AZRZ helicopter, the private one, which that sometimes occasionally goes over from the distance anyway. But whereas that one we don't really see very often, and so is the G-AZRZ Bell, which sometimes we do see. But obviously with that one we don't really see flying over my place in Penryn for quite a while. But I know over the few years it has done it though. I think it did it back in 2017, I think it did anyway. It did used to fly over my place in Penryn like a few years ago, but obviously it hasn't really like done it for quite a while. But it's obviously very weird because it hasn't really like done it for quite a while. So yeah, which is very strange because normally we don't really see the G-AZRZ. We don't normally, because normally we don't really see that plane very often around my place in Penryn. Which, well, occasionally, because I know sometimes we do see it from a distance, apparently. Because trouble is, we do see that plane from a distance sometimes. When we do see it over at my place in Penryn, we do see that plane at the distance, we do. Which I know we have seen it for like in the past though, we have seen the G-AZRZ. Which, you know, it's one of the Cornwall Flying Club, well, the Cornwall Flying Club the Cornwall Flying Club ones anyway. But the Cornwall Flying Club ones we do occasionally see on the Cessna 152. We occasionally do see the Cornwall Flying Club ones on the Cessna 172M Skyhawk and the Cessna 152, which the other two are both Cornwall Flying Club anyway. Whereas the other one we used to see was the other Cessna 152, which the other one we did used to see was the GCE, which I think the registration, the other one we did used to see, I think it was back in 2020 we used to see it, I think it was the GCEYH. It was, yeah, that was the registration we did see. And the other one we do see, which that's the other one is based at Poundporth, which, you know, the other one is operated by the Poundporth Flying Club one, which we see on the Piper PA-28 180 by the GCDEO, which that one we sometimes say apparently. But obviously because with that one here we don't really see it very often, but that one hasn't been flying over at my place for like 3 years or so, which is very weird. So yeah. Okay, so yep. Anyway, as you can see, the Cornish Parachute Club is now flying at 96,000 feet, but hopefully should be aimed about 100,000 feet in a minute. And hopefully at the time being, it should be heading back to its base at Poundporth Airfield very soon, hopefully. So yeah, that's how much higher it goes anyway. If I go plane fire, this is how much parachuting club it has been doing anyway. It's been doing quite a lot today apparently. As you can tell, it has been doing quite a lot of parachuting club today. Which, as you can tell, it has been doing quite a lot of parachuting club today. Obviously, you know, it's done a few circuits between somewhere near Newquay and somewhere just over near Camborne. So yeah, and also on the north coast as well anyway. Also flew past over the north coast as well. Okay, so yep, that was the Cessna U.206 Stationair which we've seen tonight, doing this nighttime parachute clubbing tonight, which is very weird. So yeah, okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye.